that unsettling silence from a colleague. It's a red flag, a kaleidoscope of stress signals swirling around you, and it's more common than you might think. Many believe emotional intelligence is the key to workplace harmony, but this misconception can be dangerous, especially in diverse teams. You might think you've got it figured out, but there's a critical layer that often gets overlooked. Picture this: a team meeting where the energy feels off. Someone is nodding along, but their eyes reveal discomfort. What's brewing beneath the surface? Misunderstandings about emotional intelligence can escalate quickly. It's not merely about being kind or empathetic, it's about navigating the intricate web of emotions that diversity brings. Now, imagine your words falling flat as the atmosphere shifts. That's the kaleidoscope effect: clashing backgrounds and experiences creating hidden tensions that can spiral out of control. This is just awkward, it's a ticking time bomb. When employees feel unheard, resentment brews. Assuming emotional intelligence alone can resolve these issues is a grave mistake. It risks overlooking vital nuances. This is just about fostering a friendly workplace. It's about managing diverse perspectives that can either unite or fracture a team. So, what's at stake if these stress signals go ignored? You might think a little awkwardness is harmless, but it's like steam building in a pressure cooker. One overlooked emotion leads to another, jeopardizing the entire team dynamic. A toxic environment can stifle creativity and motivation. What can you do? Proactive listening is kiterally listening. This means moving beyond polite nods to fostering those uncomfortable conversations where real stress signals can be addressed. It's challenging, but it's essential. Take a moment to reflect: how often do you notice the unspoken cues around you? Emotional intelligence isn't just a buzzword, it's a vital skill that needs to be cultivated in every corner of the workplace. Consider this your urgent call to action. The next time you sense that chill in the air, don't ignore it. Embrace it. It could lead to the breakthrough your team desperately needs. What if I told you that emotional intelligence can often be misleading? It's more complex than we've been led to believe. In today's workplace, this misunderstanding creates significant challenges for diversity initiatives, and it's time we face the uncomfortable truth. Many mistakenly believe that simply grasping emotions will lead to better teamwork. The reality is that this can create a false sense of security, masking deeper, unresolved issues. Imagine walking into a meeting where everyone is smiling and seemingly engaged, yet there's tension bubbling beneath the surface. People may nod along, but are they genuinely listening? Emotional intelligence can sometimes deceive us into thinking everything is fine when it's not. When we focus solely on emotional awareness, we risk overlooking the systemic barriers our colleagues face. Picture a diverse team encouraged to share their thoughts, yet one voice is consistently silenced. That's not emotional intelligence at work, that's emotional avoidance. So, what causes this disconnect? Often, organizations promote emotional intelligence without addressing the underlying structures that perpetuate inequality. It's like slapping a shiny band-aid on a wound that needs much more attention, and this approach is just ineffective. It can be harmful. Think back to a time when you felt unheard, even in a crowd. Frustrating, right? That's the reality for many in today's workplace. When emotional intelligence becomes just a buzzword, it can unintentionally stifle genuine conversations about diversity, allowing misconceptions to thrive. As we dig deeper, the tension rises. What happens when individuals prioritize emotional understanding over systemic change? It alienates those who need support the most and reinforces existing inequalities. Trust erodes, and the very diversity initiatives meant to uplift can inadvertently push people further into silence. But let's not leave you without solutions. How can we navigate this complex landscape? It starts with honest conversations. Organizations need to create an environment. It's about more than being emotionally aware, it's about actively dismantling the barriers to true inclusion. So, as we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on your workplace. Are you part of the vibrant kaleidoscope of emotions or just a bystander? The unsettling truth is that grasping emotional intelligence is just the beginning. The real journey involves addressing the misconceptions that can undermine even the best intentions. Remember, true emotional intelligence is just about feeling, it's about taking action. It's about creating spaces where everyone can thrive, not just survive. If you found this thought-provoking, consider sharing it. You never know who might need to hear it next. What if I told you that emotional intelligence, often seen as the key to a harmonious workplace, might actually be a double-edged sword? It's unsettling, right? But stick with me, because the truth is more complex than it appears. Many believe that promoting emotional intelligence guarantees smooth diversity and inclusion in the workplace. However, this common belief could be holding companies back. Imagine entering a meeting where everyone feels heard, yet the underlying tensions remain unaddressed. It's a fault of harmony, and it happens more often than you might think. Let's dig deeper. You might assume that training sessions on emotional intelligence will foster understanding and empathy among coworkers. But what if those sessions overlook the real discomfort and biases that linger beneath the surface? This crucial point often gets missed. Picture this: a team-building exercise designed to strengthen emotional connections. Everyone shares their feelings, but once the meeting ends, the real SOS like microaggressions and unspoken biases come rushing back. Sound familiar? If you've experienced this disconnect, you're not alone. It's a cycle that occurs more frequently than you realize. Now let's consider the pressure to appear emotionally intelligent. Employees may feel compelled to hide their true feelings just to fit in. This can create an environment. It's a risky situation, isn't it? But there's more to this story. Emotional intelligence isn't inherently negative, it's how it's applied that can lead to problems. Leaders often mistake a well-meaning push for emotional understanding as a solution to deeper structural issues. They believe that if everyone just gets along, the underlying tensions will resolve themselves. Here's the revised version of your script chunk: their diversity goals will be achieved. But here's the catch: it's not that simple. As we explore these truths, let's consider the consequences. When the focus is solely on emotional intelligence without addressing systemic issues, we risk creating a culture of complacency. Employees might nod in agreement, but are they genuinely engaged? What happens when the applause fades away? So, what can we do? First, we need to recognize that emotional intelligence is just one piece of the puzzle. Real conversations about diversity require vulnerability, not just emotional awareness. We should encourage open dialogues that confront uncomfortable truths. This is where genuine change begins. As we wrap up, keep